Hey, how's it going everyone? Dynamic here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my first impressions of the EASHL beta, or whatever you want to call it, the thing where talk about what's in it and what you feel like could be better. Don't know the specific word or title for that, so let me know what that would be like, but I guess it's first impressions. So the first thing I want to talk about is the EASHL menu. Like we can create our club, but I feel like in this generation either like they could do it as an update or for the next EASHL game that we need to have an option to have multiple clubs, so we don't have to leave and make a new one to play with these set of group of friends or this set of group of league teammates, because as you know there are leagues out there for competitive play just to have more fun into the game. So for example, we could have, I don't know, 5 club teams that we could play, and one of them could be specifically your friends, another one is shits and giggles, whatever, random, and one could be, I don't know, I guess for the YouTubers out there, a YouTube team or something, and then the other 2 could be just your league teams or competitive teams, and they'll have obviously their club name, but I think you could go more in depth into that and, you know, name those yourself and be like, that's my friends, that's my LG Flames team, the competitive team, or my competitive Toronto team or something like that. Let me know in the comments section down below, like, if you agree with that. Like, I feel like we need more club teams instead of us having to leave one and then join another one, so we could play some club together. And another thing I want to get into is there is no drop-in games or OTP in this beta, but hopefully that's added into the actual game. As you know, in the beta you need to have at least one other friend to play the beta, so it's somewhat difficult if no one is online. You know, people have lives, they have work, they have school, they're just busy. There's some things that they have to do, and then there's the time schedules when this person works maybe at nighttime schedule, or this person works during the day. It's hard to schedule those times, and it's kind of somewhat frustrating to get in some games, get used to the new player classes. And I'll probably make another video on each player classes, what they could update on, and I'll leave that out from this video. So they obviously have the action tracker where they have penalties, scoring, to hits, to other things where they video record, and that's why it's the action tracker. I'll probably show a little video clip of that on the screen, what I mean. And they also have instant replay. My friend said, I didn't fully get to check this out because, like I said, it's hard to get friends to play with in the beta, but I'll probably get further, I guess, notice for this, is that you can actually instant replay the whole entire game. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if that is true, that is a big thumbs up, a big upgrade. So you can just go back from the entire game and see if something crazy, like a highlight reel kind of goal or something weird, something happened, like, I don't know, like as we saw, like a super hit and he flies into the crowd or something like that. But it's nice to hear that. There is no club scouting, obviously. I don't know if you noticed the club scouting in the main menu once you start in the EASHL game, because there's no overalls and stats anymore to that. And speaking of stats, in this beta, it doesn't record every game of your stats, which I've noticed. Even when the game is completed, there was a game where freaking notifications, man. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta interrupt me when I'm talking? Alright, so what was I saying? What was it? Oh yeah, the EASHL stats, they were not fully recorded. There was a game where I had a goal and 5 assists. I was first star because my friends were like, oh my god, you got first star, because I'm mostly a defensive type. I'm not that skilled in this game, but I do enjoy playing it with my friends, and it's like 1 in 15 games where I'd get first star. So I look in the club stats, you can check that out in there. and it didn't pop up showing my 1 goal and 5 assists. It said I had 2 goals and 3 assists from the previous games that I played. So that hopefully needs to be fixed for more playable, long lasting, I guess, gameplay, because that's all we're looking forward to in EASHL. There's no player progression or leveling up. It's just you pick a class, and whoever is the best team is on the leaderboard is number 1 or best player in that position. So that's something that I hope can be fixed or changed. The next thing I want to talk about is that the lag. There's obviously servers and delays with the game. It's a beta, but if someone joins into a party or leaves in a party, the game lags for like about 5 to 10 seconds, and it could be in crucial points where you're about to score a goal or about to block a shot or a cross crease pass, and it could determine a game just like that within seconds of just delay, lag, or whatever with that join party. I don't know if it's the EA thing or Xbox thing that makes it lag, but hopefully that is fixed. That's something I noticed. Maybe probably most of you guys who are playing the beta, you notice that as well. Next thing I want to talk about is in the visual and control settings. Yes, you could change like overhead, classic, or whatever in the visual, but I think it's mostly in the auto feature of the settings. For example, auto zoom for visual, and control settings is auto backskate. These are the things I want off. I don't want it on. Just ruins my fun or gameplay or how I can improve in my play. I don't want it on. So what I mean by these settings is every time you finish a game and then go back into a game, you have to press start and then turn it off. And after that game is done, you play another game, and it's the same thing over again. You get the point. It's over and over again. If I want something off, I want it off. I don't want to have to press the start button and turn it off. It just prolongs the game and annoys other people that you pressed the start button before the game started. So that hopefully needs to be done. Goalie interference penalty is out. It's not in the game. I don't know what I'm hearing, why people are complaining, like if it's bumped into the goalie and it's no goal. Like, think of it this way: the last year game, like you were going in the box, like you're already skating towards that box, and you're gonna be sitting in there for 2 minutes for goalie interference. So like I think this is way better, and I think it works out. And another thing in the goalie department, one of the goalies said, because he got frustrated, and I guess I could understand, is once a goalie rage quits or lags out or anything like that, the game should just automatically end. They lose, period. Why I say this is because it could turn around in a momentum of the game, and the other team that's trying to score on them, on the computer goalie, because that guy quit, it's a lot harder to score on, because obviously the computer goalie is way better. And I don't know, just my personal opinion, and others, that this should just, I feel like this should be an option. I don't want to rag the puck or whatever you want to call it just to get the win. If the guy lagged out, so it be it. Think about most of those 90% of the games where you had the advantage, you're winning, and then that person rage quits because he's getting pummel stomped or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I think that's about it on what I noticed and just my impressions on it. And we get an extra day of the beta. They posted on Twitter that because of the lag and issues and stuff like that, we have it, instead of August 6th, we have it in August 7th. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Please give it a like and share it around if there is anything to help improve this game mode or anything like that. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm out.